All right, here's the big reveal, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? $900 out the door. Okay, it was $1,185 out the door. There it is. This is a 2002 Harley Davidson edition F150, and that means it's supercharged. I told you, minimal damage. Honestly, I don't even think there's any damage on this at all. No. I think it's just 100% clean. Look at that. 130,000 miles on the odometer. Look at these tires, man. I bet those cost a good bit of money. How much you say you paid for those tires, John?
Tires are $645. Yeah.
Oh, I'm full of shit. That ain't my car. That's John's car. But I think you're gonna love the irony in this here in just a moment as we walk in here to pick up the big reveal. And let me tell you, you said that that's a built motor for that. Yeah. Oh man. I mean, he stayed in the speed limit. He didn't break the law or anything, but I'm just gonna tell you, whoa. Oh, I gotta get one. But I don't know. I don't think I can afford to put a built motor in it, but still, that truck is amazing. Here we go. Freezing cold out here, man. And the wind is just kicking. All right, so here's the big reveal. 900 bucks, 1185 out the door. I know, it's crazy because I told you guys, John actually bid on this, what, just 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And what did you bid on it?
I got it, I won the bid for $850, but they removed it from my account like I'd never even bid on it after the auction ended.
Yeah, so he won it for $850, and then they didn't even give him an option. They didn't give him a reserve. They just literally pulled the truck and it disappeared. And then he said, man, if you want to try to bid on it, go for it. So then I won it, and didn't I win it twice? Isn't this the second time I won it?
The first time you won it, they wanted $37.50.
Right. Okay, $37.50. That's right. They wanted $37.50. I said hell no. Then I won it again, this time for $7.75, and they countered me at 15, and then I went up to 9, and then they countered me at 14, and I just said screw it. I'm just going to keep bidding on it until eventually they just get tired of me and they sell it to me. And next thing I know, they sold it. It's like boom, $900, you got it. So we'll do a quick walk around. The rims are really dirty, but you can see I think they'll clean up. It's got some weird tires called Adderall, or wait, thinking of something else. Aderenza tires. Yeah, it looks like we need a cover for this. The paint's horrible. This side is pretty good. Rims look good. These tail lights are hideous. We got a slight bend in the bed right here. Nothing too major. It sounds like it's got a pretty healthy exhaust right here. It sounds like it may have the catalytic converters removed. It smells like gas.
You're leaking fuel.
I'm leaking fuel. Oh boy. We're leaking fuel? That's water.
Oh, I just saw it dripping off the gas tank.
And I'll pull the truck up and we'll see if that's gasoline on the other side. I think it's water from the bed. The bed's full of water. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. We got one center cap missing here. The bed's got a little bit of fiberglass work that probably needs done over here. Nothing major at all. The bed's all right. This door needs replaced. John says he's got a door off of one of these actually. So this door, I don't know. It may need replaced. Maybe that's something that can be worked out with Mike. I'm not really sure. Show you the interior. Both front windows work. Oh, the heat works. AC does work. Got the Harley Davidson embossed seats. Got some water in here, so that's going to have to be cleaned up. But the back seats look fantastic. So does the door panel, headliner. I mean, honestly, the rest of the truck it really looks good. Unfortunately, we didn't get a key fob with it, but no big deal. All the doors work. This lower valance here does not go to this. This came off a 4x4. It's kind of difficult. John said it's difficult to find the right one for this because they're pretty expensive. It's showing 225,000 miles on the odometer. Check engine light on. I'm going to pull this up a little bit so we can make sure that's not gasoline. Aftermarket radio.
Yeah, you're right, it's just water.
Okay, it's just water, so we're safe to drive it.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what we're gonna do. Let's take it on its first drive and see how it does on the way home. All right, there's John over there. And here we go. To me, it feels like it might have a slight misfire. I don't know. Oh, I like it. I like it. We're on the road, 40 miles an hour. Everything's going good so far. All right, so here's what we've done. I noticed on the ride home, I mean, I felt like it had a misfire to begin with, but on the ride home, it definitely let me know that there was a misfire. And the check engine light's on, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So I pulled out my cool little C-Reader 6001, and it said I've got one code, and that code is cylinder 6 misfire. So, okay. No big deal. Cylinder 6 is right here. Look what John did. John can't stand these rims. Yeah. I can't blame him because they're about killing me too. He came out here with some bleach white and he just tested it right here to see if it was going to clean up. Sure enough, beautiful chrome rims. Horrible tires, but I mean the tires are not horrible. Their tread's good. They're crap tires. So we come under the hood here and we've got cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The cylinder number 6, the coil is some weird one. We've got a lot of Motorcraft coils, and then we've got one called like Thread Bomber or Fire Bomber or something right down here. So we're gonna have to change that. And for those of you that jumped my ass about not changing all the coils and all the plugs in the other F-150, well, if I had done that, I wouldn't have a coil for this F-150. So this is what I'm talking about. That's why I did not change everything. Top to a battery terminal. We got a cracked intake tube right here, which doesn't seem to be affecting much. We've got several vacuum lines that are just
dry rotted.
Yeah, rotted. I almost said rusty. They're rotted. They're really bad. I'm gonna have to go to AutoZone, just get a bunch of little pieces of vacuum line, vacuum tube. We got a collapsed line right here. When it's running, this thing just collapses in on itself. And so far, last but not least, way back here, I don't know if you can see it, my finger's pointing at it, but there's yellow back there. The very last fuel injector, injector number 8, we've been smelling gas, and it's not leaking profusely, but number 8 fuel injector is definitely leaking fuel. So I'm gonna have to order, since that one's leaking and it's gonna require pulling the fuel rail anyway, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna order a set of gaskets for all the injectors, and we'll pull the fuel rail when that comes in. Yeah, the O-rings. I mean, we'll pull the injectors. We'll replace I'll get a set of O-rings, and we'll just replace all the O-rings. And it's really important when you do fuel injector O-rings, you don't just shove them back in dry. You're supposed to lube them up a little bit. I can't tell you how many fuel injector O-rings I have ripped because I didn't know any better, and I tried just shoving it back in dry. You can use your imagination to think of things you don't want to shove in places dry because it just doesn't work out very well. So use
See the hole?
Oh yeah, there's a grommet missing.
Yeah. Never go in dry, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Use some type of lube, even a little bit of oil, whatever. Just coat your O-rings before you stick those things back on and try to stuff them into the manifold there. Trust me, you'll thank me later. So other than that, I think right now we're going to replace number 6 coil. I mean, it's just a guess. I'm guessing number 6 coil is probably bad. When we do the O-rings, we'll also replace all of the coils and all the spark plugs with Motorcraft spark plugs, and we'll go from there. So here it is with nothing more than just a quick bath, a little bit of work on the rims. John worked on the back tailgate. He fixed that so it works properly now. He did that front rim. I did the back rim over here. And just so you guys can see exactly what it looked like before, right there. That's, yeah. Yeah, didn't even realize they were chrome. Look at that. Now we cleared the error code for the cylinder 6 misfire, replaced the coil, nothing else, and it's got a loose battery terminal. I need to tighten that down, but there it is. It runs smooth now, nice and smooth. And the odometer in this one, just like in the other one, kind of comes and goes as it pleases. I found a couple vacuum leaks we got to take care of, but I mean, look at it. It's running just. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, now we're back to talking about this one. Since I can't remember all the specs, take a look at this. John can tell you a little bit more about it because he actually had this thing built. So tell us about your motor.
It's a factory displacement. It's a 5.4, but it's a built motor. It was built by JLP, and they're out of Pennsylvania. Forged rods, pistons, ported heads. I mean, they called it a stage 2.5 cam. Everything's been ported. It's got a 6-pound lower. I think the equivalent of about a 3-pound upper. Puts out about 15, 16 pounds of boost.
Makes about 300 horsepower.
Engine builder told me 523.
Wow.
But I have not had it dyno tuned. So I don't know what at the rear wheel number is.
Right.
But I mean, it's enough that it gets squirrely when it wants to.
Yeah, so. Yeah. We had a little bit of ice on the ground earlier, and it's a little slippery because of the ice and everything. Yeah. So what is this?
That is an icy reservoir. And as you can see, the seal on it's not the best, but it still does its job. It has a AC core inside of it that when I turn the air conditioning on, it will chill the intercooler coolant. I have to say that slow.
It cools the intercooler coolant.
Correct.
All right.
Because it is a water to air intercooler.
Right.
And so it helps bring down your IAT temperatures.
That's intake.
IAT2, because IAT is in the box.
In the box, yeah.
And then before usually it's for a racetrack application. So then before you turn your AC off and then go down the track, because I have made the mistake of going down the track with the AC on, and you do lose time.
So what's this thing running a quarter mile?
Well, I haven't ran it with the built motor yet.
Oh, okay.
When it had the stock motor, 13.7.
Hey, remember, this motor is not the motor that came out of that.
No.
All right, this thing's going to do a whole lot better. But for a pickup truck, that was a stock tune?
Stock engine.
Stock, okay.
Stock everything.
Stock everything, 13.7 seconds. That's pretty damn impressive.
When I bought this in 2007, I bought it from CarMax, and I took full advantage of their 5-day return policy.
Oh, yeah.
And let's just say I went down a shakedown run on I-35. And maybe 5/6 max.
Yeah.
She did well and didn't blow up on me, and like I said, September 1st, 2007 is when I've had this since.
What a beautiful piece of machinery. And he put the engine in himself.
Yeah.
Him and his buddy put the engine in. He bought the motor. He said you spent what to have the motor built for you?
Too much.
Yeah.
The motor itself was, I believe, $8,500.
Wow. And then shipping. So you're talking over $9,000 for this motor, plus the price of the truck, and it is a beautiful. I mean, he doesn't drive it. And I'm sure you know why he doesn't drive it. Same reason you don't see me driving around my Corvette very often. Oh, listen to that. Listen to that. Ooh, that scared me. Oh, man. I'm getting the hell away from this. Oh, I heard it. Yeah, yeah, it literally scared the living shit out of me. I wasn't expecting it to be that loud.
I didn't think you had a brat.
Yeah. It's not often you get me at a loss for words, man, but that was a lot louder than I expected. You sure your bearings are okay?
That's supposed to be the
Wow.
Magnum Powers. It's derived off the Eaton. It uses an Eaton rotor pack, and so they just build the case and the snout, and then this rotor pack is actually out of a factory supercharger.
Okay.
And so this one doesn't have any silencer holes in it, hence why it's so
It is so
loud.
it literally I'm not even exaggerating. It hurt my ears. Like it was that loud that I thought I was about to die. I thought something was very wrong. It was literally that loud. Damn, that's an impressive truck. I love this. I just wish the one that I just got for $900 was equivalent to this. But I guess, you know, if I wanted something like this, I'd have to shell out, what, today with a built motor. God, I mean, I saw a stock one for 11 grand, but if you find one with a built motor, and I guarantee you're not going to find one in as good a condition as this. He's like, he takes real pride in his vehicles, man.
Yeah.
They're always just exceptionally clean. And look at those flames. I like that. I like how they start off. This reminds me of like your old school 50s model cars where you used to have the chrome that started out real small at the front, and it got.
And that is a factory pinstripe.
Is it?
Yeah, that's not. That's how it came.
Man, and look at the exhaust tips. Look familiar? The only things my truck and his truck have in common are the exhaust tips and the rims.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And some Harley badges here.
Yeah, so now I get back over to this one, and it's like, well, I was excited about it an hour ago. All right, so we finished washing her up. Not that it really makes much of a difference because the paint's just totally shot on it. We got the dealer tag on it. We're gonna run down to the tag office and get this title rebuilt so that it's legal, get a license plate for it, and we just got more work is what we got. Got us another project, more work to do. We still got to clean the interior. We also got to get a battery terminal for this thing. Of course, it could be the starter. No, see how it. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to check into that. I'm not 100% sure on what that might be. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Want to give a big shout out to John for hooking us up with a new cup holder. This one actually works. The spring works. This is a very common failure point on these. So thank you, John. I appreciate you, man. Now let's go. So we're back. I know it was just like that for you, wasn't it? Not for me. Now, this one was an interesting one. Now we got it rebuilt. The title is reconstructed. We got a good tag. We got a rebuilt title that'll be on the way in the near future. But this one almost got me. I went down to the tag agency and they told me this thing was going to cost me over $300 in penalties because it has not been tagged, registered, or on the road since 2013, and I had to pay all the back tags and penalties for this thing. And I was like, no. I said, there's got to be something wrong there. I was like, because this thing was just salvaged this month, like November 8th or something, or maybe late October. November 8th, I think, is when this thing was salvaged. So I was like, there's got to be something wrong here because it was on the road, you know, when it had the accident. They found out that what it was, and they almost didn't catch it, but they found out that this belonged to a tribal nation, basically an Indian nation, and therefore was not on the state of Oklahoma's radar. So yeah, they were going to hit me up for penalties from 2013 all the way till today, until they figured out that this was an Indian reservation truck. Well, not a reservation truck, but it belonged to somebody who lived on or was associated with a tribe. So that's pretty cool. That was actually pretty cool information. And I'm also glad that they figured it out, because I really didn't want to pay $300 in taxes. Instead, it cost me 30 bucks, like $26 or $27.50. And there you go, $27.50. It's got a rebuilt title, runs, drives. The thing is great. Absolutely love it. But we're going to get out of here for today. I've still got more to do. We washed it. You can't wash this, you know. I mean, I just wanted to clean it up a little bit. And I've got more cleaning to do on the interior. It needs a real good, look at all the dust. It needs a solid cleaning. So I think I'm going to get the shop back out, clean this up, wipe it down, and you know, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe we'll come back and talk about the truck and all of the faults that I've managed to find with it by then. But for now, I can't complain. I got a great running and driving truck, and I'm very, very happy with it. So with that, I'd like to thank all of you for joining me today, for watching this video. I know I teased you in the video earlier. A lot of you seem to be cool with it. Some of you got a little pissy about it. You know, like someone pissed in your Cheerios or something. You'll live. Yeah, it was for fun. It was for monetization, whatever. The goal was to get people hyped up about what this project was. I mean, at the end of the day, I wanted to get people hyped up so you'd want to see this video. So, hey, to those of you that got your Wheaties pissed in or whatever, my sincerest apologies. Not really, but to the rest of you that were cool about it, thank you. That's why I love you. Big shout out to John again, man. He's been a huge help. When it comes to Harley Davidson trucks, man, he's all about keeping these things on the road. So he told me he's got a lot of other parts he's going to help me out with. Cannot thank John enough. Such a great guy. I don't have many people in that circle, you know, that I consider friends or whatever. But he's definitely one of them. He's definitely one of them. This is a guy that just showed up and he's never asked for nothing, never tried to get or gain anything. Just a genuinely nice guy, really, and I really do appreciate that, because I don't have many of those in my life. So we're going to bounce. Thank you again for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Do me a favor, comment down below. Tell me what you think of the win. What do you think of a Harley Davidson F150 for $1,185 out the door that runs and drives with minor door damage? Tell me what you think. I look forward to seeing you very soon in the next one.